Miss Janae, and she is the City of Galveston Communication Specialist. So how you doing, Janae?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Well, as we were here at the Mixer, we saw a lot of good people here doing great things in the community, and it's great to see Janae doing some good work in the City of Galveston. So what could you tell the young ladies that possibly could follow your footsteps to have a job with the city?
All right, so first of all, you can do whatever you want to do, believe me. My job is super unique in that it's not just some paper job, you're not just writing all the time. My job is incredibly creative. I produce interviews, I write scripts, I compose music to go with my videos, I get to film things that match the city. So if there's a city project such as construction, or if recently we had a police officer buy like a basketball hoop for some kids, I got to make a video about that. It was featured on ABC 13. Like, I get to do that, and the part that makes it so significant is that I get to see the good parts of the city. Because don't feel like you have to box yourself into one thing. Don't feel like, oh, well, you know, I really like drawing, I can't do this. I love drawing, and yet I'm still working for the city, and it's fantastic. So don't feel like any job is too complicated. Don't feel like you're too nerdy to do something. Don't feel like you're too hip to do something. Like, it's fine. It's a great place to start, because if you learn how a city works, you can go anywhere, and you can do anything.
Thank you, Miss Janae. Thank you very much. We're here with Robert Hockman. Now, this is an entrepreneur, businessman, and he's also going to put on the Galveston Cajun Crawfish Festival next week out here in Galveston, Texas, which is a great thing that he's doing. So, Robert, tell everybody what you think about the event.
First off, the event was great. And first off, I finally made it on the Advice Show. Really, really, really. This is a great guy, great dude doing awesome work in our community. He made it here to Galveston. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being at this event. We're here at the Moody Mansion, and the Nia Culture Center put on a great event for young entrepreneurs like us. And I'm able to explain and tell everybody about Galveston Crawfish Festival next weekend, Juneteenth, here at the birthplace, Galveston, Texas, where Juneteenth started.
And that's a great thing. Now, I heard during the Mixer that you give back to the kids every year. You're doing something else outside of the Hope. What else are you doing?
It's called G County Hope Foundation.
Okay.
And what this foundation is about, providing hope. It's scientifically proven that you could go X amount of days without food. You could go X amount of days without water. You could go X amount of minutes without air, but you won't last a second without hope. So the organization is called G County Hope Foundation. We are providing hope. We feel like that a rising tide lifts all boats, right? So we looking to be that tide in the sea of hope.
Now, this man here also one of the success stories, because as I heard him earlier, which I did not know, you know, he had some troubles when he was young, but he overcame his troubles. I'm not going to explain your troubles, maybe you can explain it, but you're an inspiration based off what you told.
Definitely. Well, we live in an institution of America, and we live in the justice system of America. And in our justice system of America, 85% is young black males. I was part of the 85% at one point, and I was able to change my life around, get some things straight, and now I'm doing better for my community and for my people. Now I'm in the new percentage. I'm in that other percentage that's trying to get things right and create revenue and create new systems so people won't have to endure what I endured when I was younger.
All right, so make sure you come out if you live in the Houston area, or you just want to just traveling through Houston, to the Galveston Cajun Crawfish Festival. Bring your family out, bring your friends out. It'll be a good time. Support, you know, the brother trying to put on an event, because everybody else put them on. Well, let's go ahead and support this brother as well.
Please, and the website is gccrawfishfestival.com. The letter G followed by the letter C, followed by the word crawfish, followed by the word festival.com. Bring your kids. Kids 12 and under are free. Come have a great time here on Galveston Island, right here, man. Thank you, man. Thank you very much for coming to see us.
All right, no problem, brother. All right, right, so we're here with Raru Arsenault. So, Raru, tell me about the event. What do you think about it? And also, thank you for inviting us to the event.
Thank you for coming, Phil. So glad to meet you. Well, I love the event. It's the Nia Network and Mixer. I was one of the original Nia kids in 1992. I was in 8th grade, and Sue Simpson picked 20 kids to represent Nia Cultural Center. And so she's like a second mom to me. And just glad to come back and give back to her organization over the years, and to watch even her daughter, who's younger than me, grow up to help her mom run the company and everything. So just good to be back here. The meeting was great. A lot of people I grew up with, and they're doing big things. I've been gone for a long time, 17 years in Atlanta. So it's good to come back home and see people doing great things.
So during the presentation, I saw that you worked with the crew that just did the People versus O.J. Simpson movie, and I also heard you working with major brands like, say, Coca-Cola, and did you say Ford, Image Ford,
Pepsi, Fiat, yes.
Fiat, and got great relationships with FX. So this sister is really doing some great things, and this would really inspires us and make sure that we put people like Raru on the forefront, because what they show in the media is not what we portray. So, Raru, you keep doing great things and hopefully helping us all get to the top.
Thank you, Phil. And congratulations to you on your show. Your viewership is amazing. The numbers that you have on internet, people don't realize how important internet shows are, because they're our new voice. So thank you for what you're doing with your advice show. And thank you, Kellen Coleman from Coleman PR firm out of Seattle, for introducing me to Phil and the crew. Love you.
So tell us about your book.
My book, I wrote a book called The Secrets of Carter House. It is a novel about friendship and that line between interdependence and exploitation. Sometimes we take our friendships a little too far, we exploit them when we really need them. And so this book is about understanding where the boundary is between interdependence and exploitation, and bringing it back into balance when you're out of whack. The book is located in Houston, Galveston area. It's about 3 friends, 3 educators, 3 PhDs. Dr. Stacey Allen, who teaches at a college, something like a Rice University. Dr. Kimberly James, who teaches at a college, something like a TSU. And Dr. Lauren Kennedy, who has a private school in Galveston for kids in grades K through 8. And Hurricane Ike is approaching, it's 2008, and Dr. Kennedy wants to find a place for her students to be safe. The book is good. It's about friendship, it's about education, it's about understanding your roots and history, and taking a moment, time out, even in stressful situations, to understand each other, get to know each other, and find out how you can really benefit the community around you.
All right, thank you. Tell us, what do you think about the mixer that you heard everybody speaking today and the different things that they're contributing to the community?
I believe the mixer today was very informative. There was a diverse group of entrepreneurs in the room that was able to share what our belief is, as far as not only for the community, but as far as individuals within the room, and as far as just for ourselves and helping others to build what they're wanting to build, getting to know each other, getting to know those in the community, as well as branching off into other areas to help each other move forward and succeed throughout the neoculture.
And see, that's what we need to do more of, is find out, because we all scattered all over the place, and a lot of times we tucked into our own little corners and thinking we're by ourselves in a big world, but really it's a lot of us out there. And so events like this could, have us build with each other and grow, is what we really need to do, because other groups do that all the time. They get together, they help each other and network, and that's why they sometimes a little bit further ahead at times than we are. So things like this, we need to replicate more of.
I agree. I think collectively we are a powerful force. If we're just trying to operate on our own, that old saying where it takes a village to raise a child, that same village is needed in order to help us all grow and to be the different, to do whatever that we're wanting to do, whether it's in the healthcare, whether it's in entertainment. whether it's in showbiz or catering or whatever the case may be, or in the media aspect. It takes a collective effort to help each other build. The shoulders we're standing on is from the ancestors from a long time ago, but now we need each other to help, and I think there's a stigma where people feel I don't need anybody, and everybody needs somebody to succeed. It's just a network. You constantly need to be networking in order to help somebody else move along, and you're not short in yourself. Everybody's working collectively together to move forward. So I agree.
Yes. No, okay. Well, thank you. We're here with Sue Johnson, the organizer of the event today. Ms. Johnson, I want to thank you very much for having this event. This is good because a lot of times we're all scattered all over the place thinking we're alone when we're trying to do things in business. So it's good that you have events like this to get us together to kind of, grow and build with each other.
That is exactly the purpose. We didn't know where we were. We knew we needed to work together. We needed to support each other. We needed to support each other's businesses, but we didn't know where we were and who we were. So this is the main reason that we do this. We really want to stimulate support for each other's efforts, especially each other's businesses.
Now tell me about the Nia Cultural Center and what impact it's doing for the community.
Well, it's doing a lot for children and families. We've been around, incorporated in 1992. It was born out of the youth violence, the period of youth violence in the early 90s. And we wanted to provide opportunities for kids to get involved in positive activities and to bring back that village concept, to be able to get adults involved in the lives of children again. So we started out with mentoring programs for girls called the Girls' Rites of Passage program. Then we found that we're working on the kids, but if we're not impacting the parents, we're not getting anywhere. So we then incorporated our Family Strengthening and Empowerment program. That was life skills training for parents and parenting education, and just to create a support system for families to be able to help each other, vent to each other, and find resources in the community that can help them raise whole and healthy children.
So if kids want to attend the Nia Cultural Center, where information you have where they can possibly look it up or call?
Well, you can go to our website at www.niacultural.org or call us at 409-765-7086. Our premier program is our Freedom School program, which is about to launch its 10th year starting on June 20th. So for 6 weeks, we'll have 90 kids from kindergarten through 12th grade engaged in reading programs, enrichment, social action, advocacy, and parent involvement, all involved. So not only the children, but their families will be involved. It's born from the Marian Wright Edelman's Children's Defense Fund program. It's a national program. We use college interns, male and female, to facilitate our classes and help create social action activities for the youth in our community, and to learn African American history, and particularly about the civil rights movement, because this Freedom School is a concept that was born out of the 60s after the Freedom Rides, and the activists were coming to the South to help the people in the South get the courage to vote. But what they found, if they got them to get the courage to vote, despite the risk of losing their jobs and their lives, that they couldn't read the ballot because children and adults were out in fields picking cotton and not in classrooms. So they came with educational programs that went wherever the people were and provided not only literacy to adults and children, but cultural enrichment. They found they had a low sense of esteem, self-esteem, just by being black in Mississippi. So they brought in African studies, African American history and culture, and African dance and drumming, and gave them a sense of pride in who they were and their accomplishments as a people, not only in this country, but across the world. So that is what attracted me to Freedom School, because it was family-focused, it was community-focused, and it was also had a focus on history, a basis in history. And it's a pet peeve of mine. Galveston County, Galveston particularly, is rich in history, and particularly black history that was suppressed. So there's a lot of things that happened here, and some significant personalities who sprung from here that we've just begun to learn about through people like Miss Izola Collins, who was here tonight, who wrote a book. It's called Island of Color, Juneteenth, and it chronicles the history, the black history of Galveston, not only the holiday, but lots of people and events that happened that made Galveston a great place. So.
Well, we definitely, you know, just from our standpoint, want to thank you for, just like I said, for everything you're doing. You're doing the work, something that's very important, and preserving the history, teaching the history to the next generation, because a lot of our kids don't really have a sense of our history. And so, you know, thank you for that.
We appreciate you coming.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, everyone. My name is Philip Scott. I'm with Advise Show Media. We have a YouTube news and social commentary show. Our mantra is media with a common sense approach. Now, what got that started was, you know, when I was a child, I watched a lot of news. But when I first saw BET News, I noticed it was reported a lot different in the mainstream. So we try to do news and social commentary that's going to be important to us, that's going to defend us, tell our story when they're trying to hide it. And we have, you know, viewers from not only America, but all over the world. A lot of young people tell us that, you know, they want to do the same thing, which is great, that they want to get into news and social commentary instead of just, you know, rapping and playing ball. But we all can't do that. So, you know, we are definitely putting out the stories every day to try to, you know, uplift the community. This is a great event. That's why, you know, my videographer here, Sharif, is filming this, so we can put it up to show that we are doing some great things, not just the negative things that the media and Fox News Channel like to say that, you know, we are doing. And I'm just happy just to, you know, hear this many people doing great things in the community. And just thank you, Raul, for inviting me to this event.